Yo guys, today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video. This is going to be teaching you guys a whole bunch of tips that will allow you to win more games and overall become better at Fortnite. So let's get right into it. So I spawn in first into this little building and I grab the pump and I immediately start breaking stuff so I can place down a floor. I placed down a floor on the ramp so I could block it off from people coming up because I knew I heard a whole bunch of people in my building. Now someone was trying to get into my floor. So I quickly edited it and then shot him. And I'm weak right now, so I tried editing my floor right here, but I ran back and used my right camera angle. As you guys can see, whenever he comes up, he's on my right, so I can easily quick scope him. Make sure you guys always use your right camera angle because this will allow you guys to get way more kills. So right here, after I re-edited my floor, I heard someone coming up. So instantly, I went over to my floor and looked and made sure he was coming, and he was. So I went over to this floor and he started breaking it, so I edited down and got a headshot. This tip is very useful for you guys if you want to land at Tilted or anywhere else that has a house. Just put a floor over the staircase, and whenever you hear someone coming, just go over it and edit it, and once they start breaking it, then you can edit it and get a headshot easily. Right here I'm just looking outside and I see someone not moving, so I go ahead and take a whole bunch of shots with my pistol. And he did not build because I had the high ground. There was not really anything he could do. He couldn't attach his floors to anything, so he could build it above him. And, I mean, that's the importance of high ground right there. Here we go. Next, we get into a build battle. Now, I was getting shot at, and he immediately started building. I didn't see him right here, and then I heard him building a whole bunch of ramps. So what I did then was try to push him. So he was building ramps, and he stopped right there, and I luckily got above him. Now he dropped down, and I kept on using my shotguns, and he dropped down and gave me high ground. So I peeked once and got 6 damage, and he hit me really hard, but I just kept on peeking, and I knew I was going to get that kill because I had the high ground. And basically, I just built above him, and then that forced him to like drop down, and then he started panicking, so he ran away, and then I got the easy kill. So let's take a look at this. I put this in slow motion because this is a very smart play. So I opened the door because I knew someone was in there, but I used the door for cover, not to enter. So I was using it to cover and looked and made sure nobody was in there with my right stick. I then didn't want to peek out of the door, so I immediately jumped over it. And I saw he was rushing me, so I ran out and took the right camera angle. The right camera angle is very important. You always want to be on the left side of the door so your gun is closer to your enemy. This way you can peek out and shoot without exposing yourself. I see plenty of people fighting over here, so I do decide to go over here. There are 2 bases right here that I want to take over, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So right here, I'm going to siege the below base because he looks weak, so I'm going to fire at him, and he doesn't have any shields, so I get the kill. Now I noticed he got sniped at by that dark Voyager on my left, and then there still is a dude in the base to the right. Now, he just got sniped, the dude in the big base, but I did not notice that whenever I was playing. So the dude in the Dark Voyager is going to be running over to get his loot. So right here, the Dark Voyager that was sniping at that one dude did not go for his loot. He was building a base. So I quickly launchpad to him because I have 3 spare launchpads, and I noticed that I couldn't make it into his base. So I back up and then start my ramp rush. Now on my ramp rush, I ramp rush normally until he can see me. Then I start going double. And then I see him below me, so I RPG him quickly and see him panicking. So I quickly push over to him and keep the high ground pretty much the whole time. I notice that he dropped down, and I'm trying to locate him before I do give up the high ground. I shoot down at him. I give up the high ground a little bit, but I still have it, and I can get the easy RPG kill. So basically what to take away from that fight is I had the high ground, and he wanted me to drop down so we could have a fair battle. Plus, he was very weak for my first RPG shot. So if you're above someone, try to RPG them. That's why I love having explosives, because once you hit them, they really don't know what to do. So I'm about to ramp rush this kid to my right now, but I heard someone launch padding in on me. So I immediately took the high ground, built a myth strategy where you just build up and then reverse it. And then I took the high ground and then got a cool RPG kill. We were both on the ground, and we were trying to get a shotgun battle, but then I realized I RPG'd him, and he basically had no more health, so I just switched to my fully automatic weapon and shot him down with 1 bullet. That's a good tip to know. If you hit someone with the RPG or they're very low, don't try to shotgun them. There's literally like no use to do that. You can just easily hit them like once with the RPG or like just even like a SMG, a pistol, anything like that. Now, the key here was I wanted to RPG him down out of his base and then push him so he was flustered. He wouldn't have any cover after I RPG'd him down, and once he fell down, I immediately pushed. I threw an RPG over it, and then immediately started ramp rushing him. And I messed up right there, so I just ran out with the floors, and I got sniped from behind, so I knew I had no health. So I waited, and I RPG'd him so I could take away most of his health, and then just jumped down and got the nice pump shot. Yo, so this battle was crazy. I'm going to need you guys to stick to the end of this because you will learn a lot. So this dude currently has the high ground on me, right? And he has every single advantage you would want. He has the high ground. He can fire at me easily. A brick base, which has very, very good health. And, I mean, there's really nothing I can do. So I quickly do the 2 wall, 1 ramp strategy where you can get up very quickly. He starts RPGing me down, so I don't want to take any fall damage because I have full health, full shield. I need to use that for the shotgun battles. So I just keep on building and try to find a way to close into that circle without him killing me. So this whole battle, I was trying to figure out a way so I can get my launch pad off. I try rushing him with a ramp stair, but actually not a ramp stair, it's a ramp wall. I'm stupid, but a ramp wall, but he was shooting it down. So he's a smart player, obviously. He hits me really hard right here, and I'm trying to put the pressure on him to take the pressure off of me. If you guys are getting pressured, you don't want to just keep on building. I mean, you can do that. It's good. But if you keep on building, it's going to suck. So now I'm trying to hurry up and hit this launch pad, and he can see me right now. I didn't know that. So he blows up the launch pad like a smart player would. He knew I was trying to get to that, and he could see me right here. So I immediately backed up. And now, with 18 seconds left and me having to move into the circle with 70 health, I heal up. I pop my 2 minis and a big shield, and I tell myself I need to hit this launch pad. So I was planning on hitting the launch pad right now, but he made a very, very bad move, and he pushed down to me. He had the circle, he had the high ground, he had everything, but he pushed down to me and got me very weak right here. So what I did was built up very quick. So I built up and tried to get above him, and once I was listening for him, and he was building right there, and I got a good RPG kill on him. So basically right there, I just took my time, had patience, and everything like that, and waited for him to make the mistake. There was nothing I could really do there by being the aggressor, so I waited for him to mess up. His problem was pushing down to me. He shouldn't have done that. He had the high ground, he had the circle, he had the base. I had nothing. I ran out of wood, I had brick and metal, but that's not good enough for a battle. So the rest of this video is just me trying to find this noob, and once I do find him, he is under that ramp right there, but once I do find him, I mess around with him a little bit, and I almost die because, well, you're going to have to see for yourself, actually. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If it helped, tell me in the comment section below, and tell me what other tips you guys need. Thank you for watching. Peace out.